Hello, Red Book Productions here with another LEGO video. Today I have the LEGO Super Mario Standard Kart set. The set number is 72032. It has 174 pieces, a couple little side builds, and Toad. So without further ado, let's take a look at the build. So obviously the main build of this set is the Standard Kart, and this looks really solid to what you see in the game. Now there are a couple of prints here. Of course, we have the Mario logo printed right there, which looks really good. If my camera would focus, there we are. And we have a printed banana piece, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. But the tires are all stickers, which is a little interesting to me because it's repeated 4 times. So I don't know why these are stickers and the rest of the things are prints, but that's whatever. The build of this is really interesting for how they got the angles here. It's just kind of hinged, and there's a lot of space. There's enough space for the actual electronic Mario to sit there, which is nice. I do not have the electronic Mario with me at the moment, so we'll just have to take a look at the cart without it. On the back here, you have the little boosters and then another little booster there, and these can be articulated up and down. You also have the paraglider or the kite, and that can be rotated around a bit. This looks really awesome. On the top here, it does have the LEGO Group logo right there, which is a little distracting, but you know, it's whatever. It would have been nice if it was maybe underneath it or something. This is just one of those vinyl pieces, so it just kind of snaps on right there, and that looks really good. And this is the only set on the market right now. I know that a few new Mario Kart sets were released, and I think we have another kite that's coming out. But yeah, that's kind of it. There are 2 little jumper spots, so you can place things here like the banana, and you also have 2 little 1x1 like hole studs there, so you can attach something like the gun, which is super clever in how they did it, where the shell piece has the attachment at the back which fits into the gun, so then when you shoot it, the shell can launch around, which is super fun, and I liked playing around with that. You also get a green shell in this set too, so it would be nice if we got a blue one, but I can see how that one's a little bit different because there's like spikes on it. But the coolest part about this are the tires. These are brand new pieces, and it's a hard plastic, and then of course there's like a little spot in here where you can put a plate or some other, there's like a stud there. And the nice thing about these is they move on hard surfaces, but they're also very like loose, and you're able to spin them around just a ton. And that's awesome. That's been one of the coolest things about this theme, is because when you're messing around with this and stuff and you're trying to drift and stuff, like this is really fun to play with, and it's not they're not rubber, so they're not like getting stuck on places where you don't want them to get stuck. And I think that was a really cool choice LEGO made, and overall I really like the design of this cart. Now, the side build is super basic. I don't know why my camera's being weird. It has a little print right there, a little wrench, and then a tile to talk with the Toad. The Toad can stand here if you have the Mario electronic figure, and then of course there is a little target right here, which is kind of on just a loose Technic pin, so it can move around, and you can take the shell and use it as like target practice. So if we have that there, and then let's see if I can get this first try. Oh yeah, I did. So you can hit the target. Super out of focus. I have no clue what is going on. There we go. There's also an attachment back here. You could attach this kite right there. I don't know if that's its intended purpose. I don't know if this is like the workshop, so now you can pretend Toad needs to attach the kite on there and use the wrench or whatnot, but that can be attached there, so I guess there's some play value there. But this is kind of just like a little side build. Uses very minimal pieces. I apologize for the lighting. I'm just trying to figure out that whole focus thing. But this is the Toad in this set. I don't really follow the Super Mario line as much as I used to. I don't know if this face print is new or not, and I don't know. I think this head mold is new, which looks pretty good. Well, actually, I lied. It's not very good. The white is just too pink. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I need to turn off the light. It's just a little pink-ish in person, and it's not very clear, especially right here on the mushroom. And that's just something with LEGO printing, and they need to fix that, and that kind of sucks. But the torso looks good, and overall it's a cool figure to have. It just sucks that the the printing is just not the best on the top of the head, especially when this is the only figure in this set. Now, one thing to mention about this figure is you can place it there, which is nice because the set does not come with the Mario electronic figure. So it is nice to have at least something or someone who's able to drive the car, and so you don't just have the cart and you're like, okay, cool, now I have to buy this $50 to $60 set that comes with the electronic Mario on top of this $20 set. Now, finally, I just want to take a look at the banana. Also ignore the nail polish, but the banana looks really good. I think we got this piece in the Donkey Kong theme, but I don't think we got the printing on it. But either way, this is my first experience with this banana piece, and I really like it. I like the printing on it. Oh, and I just like the piece overall. Like, it's just cool. I guess a little collectible piece, and I like this a lot, and it's fun to throw around. And when you have more of the Mario Kart sets, and maybe you got siblings or friends that you're playing with, this could be really fun. Finally, here is the box of the set. I really like the Mario Kart design there with the finish line. Just shows the set right there. And then on the back, it has obviously the interactive figures, and then just some shots of the set. And Nintendo logo. I don't have the leftover pieces, but we'll take a look at the instructions. Oh my gosh. This does include actual instructions. Unlike the Mario sets previously, there is actual physical instructions on how to build this, and I don't know if they've made a switch. Again, I haven't bought a Mario set in a while, other than Bowser's car. Anyway, we got, again, it can connect with the electronic figures. It has all that information. But now we get a really cool picture of all the Mario Kart sets, and this looks super fun. Like, I can imagine people collecting all of these and just having a really awesome collection of cars and stuff. And I'm sure you can, I haven't seen the other sets, but I'm sure you can customize the wheels a little bit since they're all a little similar. And you can add the different kites and the different bodies of the car. And I think this is super cool. And it's a really iconic game. And I know a lot of people have played Mario Kart, and I know I have, so it's really awesome to see all these sets and all these cool characters that they're making for this theme, and I really hope this theme does well. I will not be getting any more of the Mario Kart sets. I'm just not too interested. I think I just like other LEGO sets more. And then there's the list of the sets. And then, of course, it shows the new electronic figures. I think these are the USB-C ones that charge via cord and not batteries like the ones that I have, but the ones that I have are still compatible, so I'll not be getting these. Maybe I'll do a shorts video where it shows Mario connecting with that when I go back to my house in a few days, so yeah. And then here's the sticker sheet. So I don't know why these are the only stickers, but that is what it is, and it's unfortunate because the video game themes had to have really awesome prints, and this one, especially with 4 repeated things, and I'm sure they use it on other sets in this wave, need these, so I don't know why they didn't print these, but yeah, that's my 2 cents. Anyway, let's move on to my final verdict. Okay, so for my final verdict, for $20, this is a pretty good set, I would say. I think having the standard cart at such a cheap price is really nice because while I don't necessarily have a Mario Kart main, it is a very iconic cart. This is the one that I think about when I think of Mario Kart or the Master Cycle, because that's, I guess, the one that I use the most. But maybe if they come out with that, I'll have to get that because that would be super cool. I don't know how that would get Link on there, but it is what it is. But this is a really fun set. The design of it is really good. The wheels are incredible. The kite is really nice too. And the figure is okay. Again, it just needs better printing there. However, from a distance, it doesn't look bad. And obviously, this is not at least to my knowledge, this is not a desirable character. So it doesn't exclude LEGO should have better printing, but it is what it is. But this just looks really good. And I'm really happy that this came in a relatively cheap set. So I could kind of experience the Mario Kart theme. And I think there's a lot of good stuff here. And for people that, want more Mario Kart sets, I think they're really good in value. I haven't really seen the other ones, but I think they're pretty good. This is kind of a mid-side build, but it's okay because, if you have the Mario, then it's like a little workshop for Toad, which can work. And I also like that they included both the red and the green shell and not making them exclusive in certain sets and stuff like that. I think the only thing I would have liked in this is maybe one of the item blocks, because I know it came in a few sets, but I really like that piece and I would like to get it, but I don't know if I will unless if they come out with a Mario Kart set that has it and I really want the cart or something. But for overall for this set, this is pretty solid. I think if you want to try out the Mario Kart theme, this is a really, really good one to go for. There's some other cheap ones out there, but I think this one is just really recognizable, and I think for the value, I think $20 is fine. Maybe $15, but I think with the vinyl piece, that's a pretty nice piece, and I guess that's not as easy to make as some of the other ones, and there are a lot of prints. I would prefer it if the wheels were also prints, but you know, the nice thing is you don't really have to line it up because they spin, so it doesn't matter where you put it. They'll all be lined up, you know? So that, I guess that's a nice part about those stickers, is you don't have to worry about lining them up. But yeah, that's really it for this set. I think I'm just kind of repeating myself. I would give this a solid like 8 out of 10 or a 7.5 out of 10. I think just the printing quality needs to be better on the figure, and the these could have been prints or something. But other than that, the set is really, really solid, and I'm happy to have it. So yeah, that's really it for this video. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts about the set in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out. Bye.